Hey Ghostbusters fans, it's a quick look at my mint on card Ghostbusters wall here. Ecto Glow guys, I did a video on those a while back. Most of these are Kenner Classics reissues. Great cheap reissues of the original carded Ghostbusters figures, but I got left with an uneven number of figures here. I've had this space here for quite some time, and I was hoping that they would reissue some more because I didn't want to drop $100 or more on another vintage real Ghostbusters figure. So luckily they've reissued the Fright Features figures. I had this one as a kid with the dreaded fragile tie. So I just grabbed this one at Toys R Us. They just hit shelves here, and there was a little issue with it. The card is really bent. So this is after I've straightened it out a little bit. I didn't think to do a video on this because the fix that I do on this problem is really easy and it usually works. But in this case, this is after I did my little fix, and we've still got some warpage here. Before I did this, this is what it looked like. It was really bad. So it went from this pretty much to this. It's a bit of an improvement, but still tons of warpage on there, and they were all like that. So I guess that's just how they were shipped. The cardstock is really good and thick. I've seen a lot flimsier on modern toys, so it's cool that for the Kenner Classics they're using this really thick card. Hopefully that means I'll be able to straighten it out. But I'll show you what I usually do to fix this problem, and then what I think I'm gonna have to do. I've never tried this technique, but I'm hoping it'll straighten that out a bit more. So what I usually do to fix this issue is just lay the figure down. You can see right there just how bad that bend is, and just lay a couple of really heavy books on top of it. I've got my old books from school, Primal Scream, another heavy book right here, it's Revenge of the Sith, both heavy in weight and heavy in story. And talk about heavy, Dune from a friend. Thank you very much, Tom. And just in case, sometimes books pick up schmutz. You don't want that schmutz hard pressed into your card. Just take a piece of paper, printer paper, lay it on where the books are going to be sitting. Just put it down there. One is probably enough, but overkill is underrated, my friend. And usually I just let it sit like that for a day or two off in a corner somewhere, and that'll do the trick. So that's what I did last night, and it got some of it out, but we've still got a little bit of a bend in there. So here's the extra step I'm going to do, and I'm going to prop something underneath the other end. So in order to do this, you're going to want a little more of a gap. The danger in doing this technique I'm about to do is you might cause some bend marks, fold marks, stress marks in the card. If that happens, cool. If I'm able to fix it, cool. It's just a toy. It's just plastic. It was like a little over 20 bucks. It's not a biggie. But I want enough of a bend here so that I can tuck something underneath like that. Feel like I gotta move that back a little bit, and I'm gonna stick one more little thing in there before I leave this alone. Just a little carpet slider. Got a really good bend in there now. And I might not get it 100% flat, but it's probably gonna get it quite a bit flatter than it was before. And I'm back. It's actually not the next day, it's a couple of hours later, and I did pull the books a little further away from the bubble because I checked it and a lot of the curve was gone, but there was still some curve in the upper part of the card. So let's see how we did here. It's perfect. It's actually bending the other way now. So that looks like it worked like a charm. It was really badly warped before, and now if anything it's just bending just a little forward. And taking a look at the card, there aren't any bends, crease marks, whatever you call those little break crease marks that you get sometimes. I don't know if it's a stress mark if it's on paper, but it looks perfect. That worked great. Pop it on the peg. It's nice and flat now. Sometimes these holes aren't exactly centered, so they either go to one side or the other. I find what helps is if you just pick it up a little bit and put it just a little off to the side, not on the top part of the thing, but just a little on the side. That's being extremely nitpicky, but that does help it from not being on an angle. Oh, there you go. Very simple and free way to fix warped cards. This one is a little warped too. Might have to try to fix this too. This is a vintage Winston Super Freight features that Micah sent me a while ago, and just a little bit of warpage on there, so put a couple of heavy books on there and that'll probably straighten that out as well. Not too concerned about it though. Hope that helps. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time, Nerdmas Day.